Alright, experiment and join the daily classical arena. So this is like I haven't yet got a rating on this. It's 10 minutes each. It's called classical. 10 minutes each. It's a 2-hour tournament. So we go. 30 are in it. Okay, we've got a game. I'm going to Berserk to go to 5 minutes and play a favourite opening. Okay, hopefully we can have a chance on this. Let's see how it goes. Alright. Yeah. Knight F3 or maybe G3 or F4. F4 still seems like a lot of fun here, even at this time limit. Just to break down this diagonal. Is it on sounds? Takes? Maybe E takes. No, I think let's do a gambit. Let's do a crazy gambit. This is probably not going to be very good, but just curious. Morbid curiosity. Let's check. Yes, that's annoying, but it does interrupt development. Ooh, threatening rookie 1. Yeah, the king is still in the centre here fundamentally. 94. Putting pressure on c6. Can we drag this issue back on the table? Okay, Queen F3. That's good. Also, there is actually knight takes Queen F3, but maybe just Queen F3 if takes check. This looks pretty interesting. A6 might be the issue. A issue. 1 issue. Maybe more crushing. I think Queen F3. Let's see if A6 is actually played here. Maybe it is. No, okay. So C4 now? Yummy. Looks as though there should be some good stuff here. Knight E7. Let's imagine Knight E7. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure what happens after Knight E7. It's probably not too hard. Let's cast in queenside after. So, is there some knockout blow? Ah, there. Can we not just kick the knight again then? a6 should just take her. Hi, stream. Hi. Starting to whistle during game. Okay, that's probably bad. Can't do that in over the board chess. Okay, so e3. I think that's problematic for black here. It looks as though there's a few things that have gone wrong in this gambit for black. I don't think black's refuted this double pawn sack. Imagine bishop g4. Let's imagine bishop g4. I think there's a check. There's a check here. Why don't you just take this? Well, that looks pretty bad. Yeah, check. Okay, queen e7. Let's imagine queen e7. Queen e7. Okay. I'll just take in, I think. Right. This is great. Take here. I'm going here for this. So this knight takes soon. Oh, rook takes f6. I think. For h3. Must be good, surely. This is the daily classical arena. I've played like 2 classical games. One of them wasn't too much fun. I thought I'd give it another go for a laugh. I think there's knight e4 here. We don't have to move the knight. Knight e4 is interesting. Queen somewhere. I don't know. There's always queen takes g4, so knight e4 is good. Let's try and fault the queen and king here. Pardon me. Oh no, I'm going to be coughing. Oh, I've got a tickly throat now. Great. Tickly throat. Right, knight takes f6, opens up the diagonal right, hits the queen. Queen hit. I mean, we just okay. It's just a winning position. Surely it doesn't matter what the time it is. It's just a winning position. Just completely like crushing. Queen e7, knight c6 with tempo. The queen hasn't got too many squares. I think just knight c6 next on queen e7. It's as crushing as it can be, I think, from this Nimzo Larsen thingy. Okay. Check. And then, okay, there's something like rook e1 if needed. And knight takes f6 coming. Knight e7. Chase the queen again. Okay, have fun chasing the queen again. Oh, there's bishop c3 actually here. It's queen d2. Bishop c3 is the victor queen. I'm just wondering where the queen's going. Okay, there's another tempo gain. And this is a more significant one. It's I think it's a useful tempo gain. Alright, so that's h5 and knight takes f6. Surely this is like some people on 5. I thought it'd be okay. I just don't want to get mated on g2. That would be hilarious. Bishop takes f6. Let's not get mated on g2. Wow, this is high stakes, huh? No resigns on this. This is major high stake games. These classical games. Okay. This is like going into a high stake casino or something in backgammon. There's this online backgammon which like kind of rips you off. My dad's playing it, but it defaults you to a really expensive casino. But no, this is, I mean, the time limit makes it a bit higher stake, the game, because it's like the investment of time. But last time we played in this, we were totally smashed. It was an unpleasant game. I suggest a tournament strategy, yeah, that if it's a lost position or seemingly lost without any counterplay, just to resign ASAP. Actually, should we do a straw poll on that? Yeah, if we're going to try and win this tournament, let's try and win it as a team. Let's try and win the Daily Classical. Shall we resign ASAP when in a seemingly lost position? So yes, no. I'm going to do a straw poll on that. If you want to follow this Daily Classical, we're gonna bail out at some point when we get mashed. Okay, let's try g6 like I would. Oh, I didn't berserk it. I didn't berserk it. What a moron! I didn't berserk it. Oh man. What a moron. I meant to berserk it anyway. Okay, done. It's done. I've got 10 minutes to play with. 10 minutes. Oh, this A3 I think is out of place. It's not accurate. 5th category. Oh, gold. Okay, it's 5-0 against 5th category. 4. I think A3 is out of place anyway. So H6. Alright, so bishop E6. This is a plan I'm going to rely on. I think it's pretty good. Okay, the king side's, yes, attacked. I remember this. Actually, that's with tempo almost. Okay. So b6 and knight c4. Alright, 7-1, yeah. Queen b2. Okay, so we're going to go for knight c4. Okay, we're going to get the d5 square here. Good so far. Good so far. Got rid of the dangerous bishop. Got strategically important square, the d5 square. And from that, bishop takes h3 to hit f3 on queen d5. Ah, bishop f5, come on, slow down. Oh god, I blundered even on 10 minutes. Even on a 10-minute time control. There's a kind of weakness of the last move. Bishop f5 was winning the exchange. It's just because I talked about that, I did it. We're threatening this, but we've also got this winning the exchange. Oh, no. Okay, we can win a pawn. It's good to win a pawn anyway. Come on, slow down, slow down. If he plays rook b1, that's more than a pawn. Some king safety issues now. Okay, 2 pawns. Going well. Is f5 worth playing? Probably. Try and get a rook in. Try and switch a rook across if he's going to take otherwise f4. Okay, so let's go here. Okay. Alright, so f3 or queen moves check, or f3. f3 is like tempting. Too tempting to have a pawn there to stop the king escaping. I was wondering, maybe just for a moment e6 or something. Oh, an end to this classical game. Immediately. Okay. Should have berserked to get an extra point. Impossible. Okay, berserked here. So we're aiming for 5 points here. 5 points. Playing for 5 points in the daily classical. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go like this anyway. It's a bit gambity. Will he take the pawn? No, his centre's crumbling. Fundamentally, this is terrible. His centre's just crumbled. Apple crumble. Very good news so far. Maybe just queen b6 here. although 94. Hmm. 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 And Queen A5. I'm just worrying. Knight F3 takes. Is on C3. We'll just move the knight back. It's the easiest. No, then there's knight D5. Okay, D6 is another idea, just to sort of stop. Okay, I'll do this. Just to sort of blunt the diagonal. It opens up the bishop. I think Queen B6 is too tactical in some respects, but unfortunately, like knight here, there's takes all the time. So Queen here, there's knight D5 all the time. So see what he does here. Is it knight F3? Also, I mean, another idea is bishop here, bishop there, pinning, taking. Another idea is knight H6. So here, that's unusual. Knight H6, and then castle. Oh, okay. I think knight H6 is handy here. Not this. Or A6, just A6. What would he do? I don't think he can. Just that gains control of B5. Then bishop E6. Just have rook takes D8. If we ever play knight F6, takes, rook takes. So I think knight C3, knight, just bishop E6 might be handy. Just bishop E6 here, and then knight F6. If there's bishop takes, we don't have to have our king inconvenienced. This is good for developing this rook anyway. So knight F6 or knight H6. Interesting. I think this one. Although the exchange of queens. What about Queen B6 here? It's a 95. Take Queen B2. I think Queen B6 is more aggressive actually. Here. What will he do? What's he doing? Knight F6. Looking at B2 and F2. Knight F6 takes. It's rook B1. Oh, okay. Well, there's things like knight F3 to win the exchange. Knight F3 is a good one, I think, just to win an exchange. It's kind of greedy, but it's probably justified. But even more punishing might be here, because then if here, then knight F3 wins the queen. So maybe more punishing is Queen A5. But then Bishop D2, it's a slight risk. Bishop D2 is a bit of a trappy move. If Bishop D2 is played, mind you, does he want to play a move like Bishop D2? I think I have a bet that he played this, so I'm going to do this. It's a bit naughty at this time control, but it's a very quick win from a tournament situation perspective. Knight F3 and Bishop C3. Okay, Bishop D2 to go back to the drawing board here. I mean, winning that exchange, there's always weaknesses left behind. If you win an exchange, there's always some weaknesses left behind. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Let's kick this somewhere though. It's not going to D5. It's the E4. There's still some problems on the diagonal. Fast, rapid rook development here. Queen a3, Queen d5. Interesting. Bishop f3, Queen d5. Keep some pressure going. And Queen d5 is a nuisance. If Bishop f3, just get the bishop. Oh, Queen d5. It's a nuisance. Actually, if knight here, then there's queen takes. If bishop here, then there's knight takes. A nuisance move, Queen d5. Okay, he's just dropped a piece. I don't think it's a trap or anything. Oh, 93. Let's do this one. Actually, there's also queen takes. Queen takes was more to the point, yeah. Oh, come on, come on. So the check, Queen d4. There's not any major checks. So is he going to take her? Any quick knockouts? Check. Well, there's knight g4 there, almost. It's bishop f5. Down to a minute, actually. Down to a minute here. Bishop f5 should be good enough, and then yeah, let's go to this. Bishop f5. Knight here and there. So the rook moves here. Knight h5, knight g3. So hitting, okay, knight g3 coming up. There's also this. Okay, let's not lose on time. Move. Anything. This breaking up the pawn structure. Okay, 2 pawns. It's good. Around the king. So e4 for bishop d4 now, or e4 for e3 in fact. Whatever happens, this bishop is pretty cool, and also I think this rook's going to just swing around. So 47 seconds left only. Okay. Is he taking? Actually, bishop h3 is probably good as well. Okay. Yes. Made a mess of this. Try and use this G file. Speed it up as well. That's a bit scary. Good, it's 2 pieces, but only 26 seconds. Oh, come on. I left myself too short on time here. This was silly. Thought I had ages and ages and ages. Did not. Okay. Yeah, don't know. Yeah, the clock pressure just crept in. I didn't think it would. That was ridiculous. There's only like 15 seconds left. Started off with 5 minutes, massive 5 minutes, and it's like, what is this? There's like 20 seconds left. Okay, let's go. I don't want to default. I want to get. Okay. Here, I'm going to go for this setup with d5. This should be quite effective. Alright. Knight c6, knight f5. Do some analysis here. Knight d4. Bishop g4. This is great positionally. Great positionally. This position. It's a ring belt. Trapping the bishop almost. Knight f5, knight takes d5. Bishop g4, just trying to damage the pawn structure with knight d4. Does knight d4 actually really damage the pawn structure? Yeah. Without using a pawn sack or anything. Oh, I was winning a piece. Whoa! Can't see any trap or anything, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to take here because there's bishop d4, or knight d4 might be better. Knight d4. Knight takes. Knight takes. There's always bishop d4 after. I mean, this looks pretty juicy. As juicy goes, this is like Nando's on a fantastic day. Super juicy chicken. We're going to kick out this attacking bishop, or we're going to play knight takes and bishop d4. That damages the pawn structure. There's also this after. This really wrecks the pawn structure. Then there's knight f5. Queen might move. Bishop here. Or knight h5 can be put in reserve actually, just here. Mind you, taking this pawn could be an inconvenience. Queen takes d3 after for queen takes f3. No need. Unless he's, yes, he's threatening knight g5. Okay, maybe there's a need. Sack here, queen takes d3, looking at f3. There's also knight d4 here, bishop d4 check. Queen f2, there's still knight d4, because if it takes bishop d4, knight d4 is almost useful. There's rook e3. Now rook e3 sort of gets... Alright, it's a crushing position, but this bishop's a bit of a liability. It's not yet trappable. Knight h4 is not too clever. Queen doesn't have to sit there. It's only 3 minutes. Queen does not have to sit there. Just take it back somewhere. Ah, yes, he's getting that bishop. That was dumb. That was mega dumb. I was just putting back straight in the game. That was stupid. There's this, but that was dumb. 2 minute 36. Let's just win this exchange here. Might be more than that because knight h4, knight takes f3 after. Could be 2 exchanges if he's not careful. Could be this f3 pawn. I think this is still very good. 2 pawns, 3 pawns. Don't think much of that. There's a check for a start. Anything more crushing? Check will do. Knight up. 2 minute 13 to exploit that. I think this will do because there's knight g4 check on king f2. So king here. There's rook f1 mate if that wasn't pinned. So take. Try and get the king up. Knight g4. Take another pawn. Stay on page. I can manage this, I think. Let's get another queen just for fun. We're leading the tournament. We can take this. A new type of tournament to add to the trophy case. The daily classical. So we'll put off last time because someone murdered us with no counterplay, if you remember. And we didn't play another classical game since then, if you remember. But just because you get murdered online doesn't mean you shouldn't play again. Knight e7, d5. Let's do this. Okay, that's a bit of a time waste. It's letting our queen come out here. Free of charge. I mean, that might be a useful square. Surely. I mean, I know he's created some dark square weaknesses. E5 looks very tempting. Oh, maybe we should have played. Oh, maybe we should have played E5. That might have been a missed opportunity, actually. Taking, actually check. Say c3, queen here, hitting these guys. Doesn't that just win a piece? Let's try that. If we get a quick tournament win, I was going to say, we're going to get tweaked. Checking queen f5. Is he going to play c3? It seems natural. Queen f5. I can't see how he's defending both pieces. If he plays the natural c3, it's a little bit of a trap. But I'm thinking about the tournament situation. We just retreats the knight. If he retreats the knight, there's e5. Right, queen f5 here. What does he do to this? Doesn't this just win a piece? No, it probably doesn't. Bishop d6. Ah. Bishop d6. Although that bishop... No, I think it's getting out. That's a shame. Thought that was useful. Apparently not. That's a shame. Ah, real shame. Okay, okay. It's not winning the exchange just yet. That's a shame. Oh, now the queen's being harassed. Okay. Let's get the queen out. That's backfired. That really has backfired. That idea, it was silly. Okay. Knight f5 though, if he's not taking knight f5. Bishop goes back to square one. Or not. Here. Knight d5 or knight f5. Well, don't tell me knight d6 is now useful. Knight d6 seems useful. Oh boy. Oh, this is like winning material now, isn't it? Because, oh, it's winning material. This is totally backfired. There's knight takes and winning the exchange. This is blown. This is completely blown. I could try a5. So if he takes, is that knight stranded after a takes? Here, at least a pawn for the exchange. Because worse, I think, is here and takes. He's not going for that. Oh man, this is bad news. This is bad news. Bad news, Bez. I've just gone into something really horrible here. So he just plays knight takes and he's like winning the exchange. Ah. Let's win an exchange anyway. We're going to lose on time as well. It's time maybe to resign this. I don't know. I thought about quickly resigning games that seem to be lost. It is actually resignable. That was a catastrophic backfire. I thought he didn't know what he's doing, but I don't know how long to play on for here. The exchange down, it's not good against the question mark player. It's probably a waste. It's a waste of tournament clock. That's the problem. It's like theoretically lost. I'm thinking to do it, to resign. No, I'm going to accept. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt there that he's going to win that. So I played for a silly trap. Well, I thought it was good, and then there was bishop d6. It kind of refuted it and actually won the exchange. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at games from the Singfield Cup. Yeah. Alright, yeah, only 10 average. Yeah, you see the problem is, and this not just affects me, but the problem is, if you want to do well in the tournament, you know, lose the battle quickly and try and win the war. That's my principle for these things, for these multi-round tournaments, yeah? Rook g3. Ideally you want to win quickly and lose quickly. That's always been the thing for multi-round tournaments. This looks like a very weakening move. Unbelievably weakening move. Product of calculation or something? I don't know, but I think it could backfire. This h5 could backfire. Sometimes you can come up with crazy stuff the more time you've got. But here I think we can exert pressure, say like this, or knight takes f7. I think there's a lot of, this is beautiful attacking fun position now after knight g5. Well, it seems that way at the moment anyway, unless I've got this completely wrong. He has got rid of the attacking bishop. Isn't there knight? There's knight takes potentially for knight takes e6. If he took here again, knight takes e6. So knight takes g6 or knight takes f7. Hitting here, forking queen and king. Okay, he's defended that unfortunately. I was looking forward to that. This rook could be stranded. And then knight takes, rook takes. It's not working. This diagonal, try and open this diagonal. Might be worth doing. We can get this bishop pinning some stuff. So something like queen f3, rook here, build up. Oh, this is asking for knight takes, rook takes. It's 2 pawns. Free pawns. It's asking for it. Surely. I can't resist it. I actually can't resist this. It's free pawns immediately. King safety is shattered. It's tempting, but it might lose. Yeah, it might lose because it might lose simply. It's not a forced mate or anything, but it just looks immediately like free pawns for a piece. Just wipe my glasses a bit. Free pawns for a piece? Oh, we could do some calculation. Let's do some calculation. Takes, check, yeah. Queen takes. The unfortunate thing here is, say, rook takes. It's not so clear, is it? It was a bit speculative. Okay, he hasn't. Well, then we can just play knight takes. Good times. Done some damage. Rook takes. There's queen takes still. We're hitting g6. Good times. Good times here. I'm going to take or take. I think to liberate the bishop. Let's just save the pawn. I think to save the pawn is better. And then he gets the g5 square. Okay, let's do this. Not lose that pawn just in case. So we still got queen takes h5 on the cards. Some of the attack has gone. Right, takes. Check. Yeah. Oh, there's queen takes winning the queen. Wow. Safety point. So king h2, queen f2. Not queen takes, yeah, because there's queen takes winning the queen. If we just, okay, safety point, we want bishop a3. We don't want this queen f2. On h4 we've got rook f3 or rook g4. So I think safer is queen e2, just to stop this resource. Oh, there's queen f4, there's rook f3. I think we want to play bishop a3. Play bishop a3, get rid of this battery. Even rook f1, then safely play queen takes h5 without any tactical disastrous backfire. What? What? What is this? What is this? H4 doesn't stop the knights. Quickest way to win this, probably this way. And there's bishop c1. The knight hasn't got any scope. Rook up. Please resign. Ah, this is the problem. We're gonna have to wait. Oh boy. Okay. I know we can do polls or something. I'll take, and then I think that's winning the knight actually, because there's always this. If here, then there's check, and then bishop e7. So it's kind of winning that knight. I might encourage him to resign. Yeah. Okay. Doing okay so far. Although the streak was broken. So 131 in the daily classical. Come on, get a game. Let's get a game. So he's in rank 3, this guy. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's cool. It's thinking a lot. Yeah. And that's good on the second move. I think this is unsound. I'm wondering about a double fianchetto. So I haven't sacrificed the pawn. We haven't sacrificed the pawn totally unsoundly just yet. This might be a reasonable position. You never know. Might still be a reasonable position. Bishop f5, d4, for example. Could gang up on h3. Oh, bishop e4. That looks a bit naughty. Bishop e4. I was about to say something naughty about bishop e4. I don't know. I was just. It was in jest. I was just thinking to myself, bishop e4. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. No, it's a good move. It's a good move. No, it's good. I'm not going to say it. Sorry. No, I think actually this might be a problem because he might be giving up the light square bishop. Is it worth taking that light square bishop? That's the thing. I'm not 100% sure on that. If we did this, threatening, no, we're not threatening anything. Could we take care if he wants to save his bishop? I'm just wondering about the d5 control. What about this bishop? Can we try and trap this bishop? a3, b4, c5. Ah. Yeah, interesting. If we can, yeah, this is going over here. Oh, is this naughty? d3 we've got covered right now. I want to play c5 without getting exterminated. Oh no, is that with material? Doesn't win material, does it? Please tell me it doesn't win material. Okay. Oh! Bishop takes! Hang on, hang on. I didn't expect that. We've got bishop takes and 95 on the cards. Mass devastation. Surely. He has to take. There's knight d5. Hitting. e3. f6. c7. We've blocked in the bishop. We've done everything strategically desirable. Win exchange. And a pawn. Don't think there's anything much stronger than that. Okay, these pawns are getting dismantled. For sure. Rook d7 takes here on f7 takes. We're getting loads of pawns. Probably worth doing. He's currently ranked 4 in the tournament, this guy, Sergio Dantes. He's ranked 4 in the tournament. It'd be very helpful if we could win this. Just try for a mating net. Play the check. Just to get a tempo gain on threatening mate and etc. You see what I mean? Take another pawn here. I think I want to get in this bishop d5 at some point. Bishop d6. Or rook. Okay, hold on. What does he do here? We do this just to try it for the mating net. He's always got knight c6, right? I think it's worth taking another pawn. Unless he's getting a mating net, it's worth taking another pawn. Let's prove this. I'll try and prove this. Let's play this. Hang on. Let's just try for the mate to start off with. Again, try for a mate. There's 2 ways. Plays here, go here, threatening mate again and again. If he hits c8, we've always got this, potentially. King d8, rook takes b7, king c8. Little tricks here. So king d8 takes. Okay, he's just fell for the mate. Alright, but someone's killing the field, unfortunately. Is that the guy that killed us? Who's that guy with the high accuracy that you guys said? Was that the guy that killed us? I'm going to try. I'm tempted. Oh, I don't want to give up the dark square bishop. I like it too much. That's a bit of a poxy variation sometimes. So we're 6-0 on this guy. Alright, okay. Thanks. That's C4 winning the exchange virtually. I mean, it's worth doing. It's a well-known kind of trap in this sort of position. You don't want to be careful about this check. You guys, do you all know this trap? Sorry, do you all know this? Have you seen this trap? It's kind of a trap to win the exchange. But I mean, it's not the end of the world just yet. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's a pawn. He's got a pawn, hasn't he? Okay, it's a bishop d2, so I'm not going to be thinking this is a definite win or anything. Bishop h3 comes close for the check, and then bishop d4 unfortunately got d4 covered. Bishop e1 trying to trap the queen soon. Maybe bishop g4 is worth it, just to be annoying. If bishop e1 queen e3, just want to get things. Okay, maybe. Oh, there's mate in 1. He resigned. Is it? He's just queen f1. At least wins the bishop. He's resigned. That was very nice of him. It helps our tournament campaign, guys. What do you think of our probability of winning the classical? Has it gone up slightly? There's 49 minutes of this to go. Ooh. Don't tell me he's just won a piece with f4 or something. I was wondering if it was just winning a piece. That'd be funny if the set this trap that I've just walked into. Yeah, that would have been funny, wouldn't it? That would have been hilarious if that was a knight trap. Oh, that would have been so funny. Oh man. I think we've got to be strict. I think the key thing is to be dead strict. If we think the opponent's played super accurately and has a winning position, just resign. Just resign. Go on to the next game. What do you guys think about that? It's brutal. It's professional. It's the professional thing to do at this time limit for multi-round tournament. Do you not think that is the professional thing to do? Yeah. That's how that straw poll going. If you saw that straw poll, vote on it. I think it's the professional approach. Yeah. We don't want to squander the tournament clock. Do we? Do we? So vote in that straw poll if you haven't already. It's getting more crucial we don't squander the tournament clock. I'll take this. We're going to take this and take the exchange. And this is a quicker route here to win. Okay, he's giving us a piece. He's not recapturing. This guy might not be hooked up to deep fort or deeper fort or deep blue or deeper blue. He might not be hooked up. Yeah, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to be amusing. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, that's really naughty of me. I'm naughty. Okay, you know that. I just suspect he might not be hooked up here to Topolov's super mainframe computer. Yeah. We need this quick. Please don't use your 8 minutes. Please don't use your 8 minutes. He's using his 8 minutes. Okay, now he's moving quickly. We're lucky with this one. From a tournament point of view, we've got a bit of luck here in this game. Curious Knight. This is a dangerous customer, Curious Knight. We're playing a 5-minute game. Me and Curious Knight are going to be playing a 5-minute game. Take here actually. That was a bit dumb. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. Pure stupidity. Okay, he hasn't taken it. I'm getting even more stupid now with this move probably. But there is a threat. You can always do this. And we can do this. Can we? Really? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to try it. Okay, knight a4 is the worrying thing here, but I think queen a6. We're still on a4. Queen a6. Certainly e2. Let's think here. Take on e2 is another pawn, but b7. Maybe b5 is better. Takes. Bishop b7. Oh, there's queen takes a4 here. Yeah. It's getting very tactical. Takes, queen takes. Where's this bishop b7 stuff? Takes. I think simplest is queen takes. We still got the c4 target. I think rook takes. This doesn't even work. Isn't it just queen takes c4 here? On knight b5 there's rook c4. On anything there's rook c4. But bishop b7, I think there's just queen takes c4. Let's do this. The queen's hanging. Right? Okay. Yeah. Right, takes c2. Looks good, a rook on the 7th. Oh no. Alright, knight c4 looks good. Oh, okay, knight c4 looks good. Okay. It's still good, this diagonal. Everything's good still. Everything's good still. Knight g4. e3. Knight g4. Yeah. I don't know anything more crushing. Okay, it's practical decision. He's got knight c6 coming up. Hold on a sec. Try and keep ahead on the clock. We're going to try and keep ahead on the clock for a laugh. Okay. Try and blunt this bishop as this position 8. I'm just wondering to go for d5 and e6 just to try and blunt the bishop. Yeah, that's possible because this is holding d6. Okay, he's going to take here. Yes, that's unfortunate. He's getting back in the game. We'll probably take that bishop. Let's get over here. Oh, it's getting too hard now. Takes. Okay. No. Oh, okay. Let's not lose on time. Okay, what is he doing with this pawn? It's gaining the clock advantage. And that thing's crumbling. I think I've wrecked the position. It's wrecked. I've only got a minute though, but I've really wrecked the position. shame. Nasty. Pretty nasty stuff. There's no bishop d4 in the rescue. Right, down to 36 seconds. Pretty nasty stuff. Whatever went wrong. It went wrong. Let's bind. Oh. Oh. He had obviously had stronger there. Come on then, come on. Let's play, let's play. Okay. That was total disaster. From the position that we had, it was a total and utter disaster. I can't believe how badly outplayed I was there. Or we were. God, who do we blame? We need a scapegoat for that game. It wasn't good enough. It just wasn't good enough. Let's imagine bishop f4. Don't have to imagine it. No, if bishop e5 is buff. Or knight. e5. F. Oh, this looks so aggressive. I think I'm gonna. The thing is, it will fail tactically to knight c4 d6 later. This could be really a bad fall from here. But at the moment, knight takes and queen takes. No, knight d4. Alright, I'm just going to play. Oh, I don't know. Okay, are we going to get stuffed? We're probably going to get stuffed here, I'm sorry. Because there's knight c4 d6. Unless this f4 is actually any good as an idea. Or maybe. Giving up loads of key squares. Go here. He's got to check if he wants Just to get the queens off. No, he hasn't. Let's go ahead then. Knight f5. And try and get the d file. Bishop's looking at d8 at the moment. That at least stops the check. We can take and take, but we want to play knight f5, I think. Also, this f3 looks good. What is he doing about h6? h6. Wow. That looks to be terrible. I'm just gonna use this G file. What's this? Actually, I did say about this. That would have been handy there. Maybe, because it just goes to d3, it hits h3. I mean, the queen doesn't seem... We hit this guy, we hit this guy. With the queen sitting just there. Queen b3. Alright, we can take we can play f3 first. We'll take and then f3, knight g3, because that's kind of mating. I think we'll go with this, yeah. f3 blocks g2. Queen f2, queen g2. Alright guys, we're doing well, we're doing well. So how's that poll doing? If you haven't voted in this draw poll, it's about how mercenary you want to be, and we want to be in this tournament. Vote in the straw poll. I've got an idea for winning this tournament. We just resign quickly and he lost games. That's the idea. And he lost positions. So 18 votes to 7. Right. I think G3 here is safer on this time limit than F4, which is quite adventurous. I actually saw this YouTube video myself earlier, watching TV. I was looking up Nimzo Larsen attack, and there's this Australian video about it, the Nimzo Larsen attack, And it's interesting because it recommends the move order 1 knight f3 to control against e5 being played, yeah, which blunts the bishop. So it's saying, you know, because there's a downside here, the bishop's blunted, it's saying start with 1 knight f3, then play b3 and bishop b2, because you're trying to get them to play, you know, d5 instead of e5. It's a very interesting idea, but sometimes in the bullet or the frame or under time controls, I've played it with the f4 gambit, but at this time control, to play an early, you know, pawn sack is quite risky. This looks like a good position. Just h3, g4, queen g3, g5. We're building up on g7 anyway. We got rid of his e5 pawn. So that bishop's fantastic. I'm wondering about getting the light square bishop. I don't know about this. You'd think getting a light square bishop is great. It's not always great. I mean, what is that bishop doing there in this structure? Should we just play g4? We've got the option still to take it. So g5, I mean the knight stops knight h5. Yeah, we've blocked in our own bishop now. Just see what he does. Okay, now here it seems more tempting to me to take that because we've got e4. Somehow, although d4, he creates another wall to this bishop. But at the same time, we might be able to get some light square pressure. It's so tempting. Well, not so tempting. It's quite tempting. Maybe d4 first. Okay, 3:31. I don't know. Try this. I don't know about taking this bishop or not. He can set up another wall to this bishop here on taking. Maybe here and e4 is more tempting now. Okay, I'm going to go for it here. e4, although the dart squares are particularly weak. He sets up another wall here, but I'm going to have knight f4, then back knight to d5 later. Maybe. What is he doing here in this position? His light squares are a bit weaker, but our dark squares are a bit weaker. There actually might be a tactical threat of e takes and check, actually, winning that bishop here. Okay, he's parried that. Is d4 possible? So just to try and open up the light square bishop a bit. Also threatening e5. Okay, that must be good news. Surely the backward pawn here must be good news, and the light square weaknesses. We can just go into g6 now. You can go into g3. We can play f3 first. Rook f3, knight f6, queen g6. Try this. Knight f6, queen g6. Rook f8, rook f1. Oh, rook f8, queen takes. Well, it's a queen here for a moment. Little tactical ideas. Oh, structurally, this must be worth it. Just to do this. Surely. Famous last words. We can gang up on this e6 pawn. Oh, he's getting that f4 square. So it's not so simple. Drop the bishop back. Oh, it's not so simple, is it? Black looks okay. Unless c5, bishop c4 stops that. Ouch. This could get nasty. B4, pawn sack. B4, C5. I'm going to try this just to liberate this guy. Probably it's unsound. So his double pawns are very useful. Yes, I mean, he's got a very dynamic pawn structure. Can't we just go for that e6? We can't go for e6 or anything. It's a problem with that. We're taking here to something like this guy. But he's locking down this poor bishop on f1. Okay, what else about this position? Rook e3, there's no, at least we've closed down that diagonal. So we can try and gang up on this, but it seems academic at the moment. Bishop e5 after. This bishop's like a prisoner. Okay, and he's going to come down the a file. Now, great. So this could be on the way out, this position. I don't know, and this bishop e5 and trying to get this guy. Let's do this. We'll take this knight out. I wonder if g5 is a problem. If he took, is g5 a problem or not? Just to undermine this knight. It's a pain, this knight. What? Is he cracked up? He's cracked up or something? Looks as though he's cracked up. Here, okay, he wins the exchange. Okay. Okay. Is rook h5? I don't know if that's any good. Alright, let's not spend too long here because it's only a minute. I don't want to go down to 30 seconds on this. Okay, so somehow there must be a way of getting this position activated. Oh god. This one? 56 seconds. There's a passed B pawn. His rooks are pretty active. It's almost like winning a piece here. Can't get out of this. B6. Just to try and tie his rooks down. I know he's got knight f4. This looks bad. Knight f4. Try and keep tempo gaining for a moment. I don't know, it's worth getting a pawn here, just tactically. No force mate or anything. Is that b7? Okay, I'm going to lose on time. Try for this. Off a draw. Off a draw. Oh, we got a draw. He probably is not pleased with the auto draw of the site. It's just, you can't do anything with 15 seconds. So we get an extra bonus point from the draw anyway. But it's only a small gap, I'm afraid, between that guy. It's a shame. I thought it wasn't so easy to crack when the knight was there. I thought he was cracking up, winning g5, but his rooks are just really active. His rooks were really active, it has to be said. Yeah. So I'm not sure if that should be a major source of regret, that game. No, let's not make it a major source of anything. C4 here could be annoying. Oh no, he's got d4. This might not be entirely the cleverest thing ever, because is this a liability? Is this whole thing a liability? I don't know. If he castles like bishop d3, rook moves, queen b6, kicks the knight back. Where's knight e3 here? It's a weakness of the last move. You see that in even in one day games. Sometimes you just look at like the weakness of the last move. And it actually seems bad here, the weakness of the last move, for winning the rook. Or the queen, if he's not careful. I don't know if there's anything better here. D4, let's win the rook. Actually, bishop d3 would have been better. Oh, what a moron. Bishop d3 first would have been better. Oh well. I was getting too excited there. Ah, idiot. Oh, bishop d3 would have been so good. Oh man. Is he going to actually win this knight? It looks as though... Alright, this knight takes d4 to the rescue. Let's smash open the position with his king there. Although he's got bishop e3, he's going to be getting material back. He's going to be getting loads of material back with bishop e3. I'm wondering about this queen sack now. Right, this is going crazy. I'm going absolutely mental now with this idea of the queen sack. Check. Two pieces. It's not worth it. That was dumb. I've just thrown everything away, I'm sorry. I've thrown away the position and it's 2 minutes 54. That was well done. Hang on, let's not panic. That's a check. Then there's knight c2. Please take. Oh god. There's a check for knight c2. There's bishop d3. Maybe this is not terrible. Hold on, hold on. Queen there, pinning. He's going to go for that pin, isn't he? He plays this. Wondering how precarious the position is here. The knight moves. I don't know why I played knight takes d4 now. Okay, we can get a piece back. That's good news. There's no check. Let's get a piece back. So we're still an exchange up. Right, 2 minutes. Takes. Yeah. Try and get some. Try and get either beta or e5. It's only a 3-point gap on the tournament, by the way. That Miramp is catching us up, unfortunately. 3-point gap. I don't want to get too short on time here. And we're threatening rook takes, and oh, we would have been threatening bishop d4 if we had bishop d4. Right, he's not going to move that in a hurry. Hang on, he does. Oh god, he's going to hit this guy. Is he going to give us bishop e5? Knight f3, bishop here. There's bishop here for rook takes. I think bishop takes e5 we want to do. If knight f3, bishop d5. Right, we're threatening rook takes for bishop d4. Knight f3. Let's get out of the way. Or not. I'll take it here. You can hit this rook. What's he doing here? Is he doing a5? a5. Yeah. There's a check. If we try for a mating net from a tournament perspective, we can get a mate here. That would end the game. We need some quick wins if possible. Still, I think it looks like mating net territory. Wasn't that just bishop d5? What a moron! I was just wondering about mating net. There was bishop d5, wasn't there? Ah, good. Come on. One minute 10. Like g5 and bishop e6 kind of looks like almost there's a mate in there coming. There's rook e4, knight takes bishop. No, it's not mating that territory. Not yet. Unless f5 takes bishop here. Nope. Nope. He's not on anything right now, is he? I'll try for getting this rook round. I just want to stop bishop e5 for a moment. Also, you know, this one, bishop e3, there's bishop e3, he's on the rook. King here, bishop d5, king here, bishop e6, king here, bishop e6. Bishop d5 looks like mating, almost winning the bishop. 44 seconds. We got this, potentially. Okay, where does this king go? Here, bishop e6. Here, bishop d5. Here, bishop e6. We want the king on the h file for rook h8. Or on f3 we win g2. We want this not to be hanging as well, ideally. There's only 5 minutes of this tournament left. We must try and get this. Okay. That's only a 1 point gap, I'm afraid. It's only a 1 point gap. And he's in the game. Oh dear. Oh blimey. Sorry, it looks as though... Is he going to win that in 5 minutes? We've only got a 1 point gap. This guy, question mark's gone up 607, over 600 rating points. If he doesn't move quickly, we might as well spectate the other game. Let's do this gambit. I hear it might actually be going to a standard line. Right, I'm just wondering, he's still playing. He doesn't seem totally winning yet anyway. I think this is a line we can win a pawn. We can actually win a pawn here with take. Knight takes, check. How's he looking? Oh no. Has he finished? Did he win? Have we been overtaken? Oh no. I think we've been overtaken. Or did he lose? He still seems to be on 45 points. I don't know if that final score's there. Anyway, we gave it a shot. Yeah. That's what we can do, innit? We gave it a shot. He's not in a game yet. He won. He's still playing. Who's saying he won? All right, I'm talking about Mihramp. He's on 45 points according to this. Is this tournament score wrong? He's on 45 points and not in a game with 2 minutes to go. He's still playing. This guy's not moving now, but this is bad position, isn't it, for black? You know, it takes, check. Then we take here. It's a well-known trap, I think, in this opening. Knight f3. Right, there's queen f3. f7. Alright, bishop g4 looks... I'm mistaken about this. This looks as though it's good for black. It looks as though black's has done some sort of weird gambit here to get a crushing attack. Oh, knight takes and bishop takes and queen d5. Oh my god. I don't know, maybe this, I've just felt for some counter gambit or something. It looks quite crushing. Bishop g4, I don't know anymore. Castles, bishop takes, queen d5. It looks as though black's got a lot of active pieces. Might have just fallen into something really horrible here from a theoretical angle that I don't know about. He just castles. The tournament clock's over. Can we just open this in the new tab? We've won! Have we won? Have we won the tournament? Oh my god. We weren't going to play classical, yeah? I thought it'd be a hoot if we did manage to win a classical. Protecting thing. Bishop takes. Stops rook f8. Then we've got rook f1. Takes. Oh, I don't know. This looks as though I have no idea what is happening now. It looks like a vicious gambit because black has all sorts of wonderful looking possibilities. I don't mean to be too negative about it, but black does seem to have loads of possibilities here. Just like a dummy, just taking pawns here and hoping black's pieces just don't checkmate the king. We could have actually castled queenside. This might have been more fun, like knight c3 and castling queenside. I don't think that's going to happen. Right, let's imagine rook g8, yeah? Or not. There's queen f1, queen h5, and queen f1. Is there something like bishop g3? Is that mating? Bishop g3. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, a brutal end to the tournament. I thought this was a trap. I really thought this was a trap for black. I might have to do a video about this. This is like a counter trap to a trap. I really thought this was a trap for black. This is like a forced mate now. So that's a shame, but it's, you know, something to be aware of. We won. We are the champions. The last game didn't count even for the. Okay. Wow.